So now we'll discuss the properties of power density spectrum or power spectral density. Okay. So here, what is the power spectral density? Power spectral density we denote with Sxx of omega is power spectral density of wide sense stationary random process x of t. Okay, so this is power spectral density of wide sense stationary random process x of t. Then what are the properties of this is given like this. The first property is that Sxx of omega will be always greater than or equal to 0. Sxx of omega is always greater than or equal to 0. Okay. So now we'll see the proof of this. So we know that what is Sxx of omega, what is the formula for this? It is given like this, limit t tends to infinity, expected value of mod xt of omega square by 2t. This is the formula to find out power spectral density function. From this formula, we know that what is xt of omega square. So whenever you are squaring any magnitude, what happens? The value will be always greater than or equal to 0. So since the value is greater than or equal to 0, the expected value of this, what is that we are finding here? The expected value of mod xt of omega square is also greater than or equal to 0. So therefore, what is Sxx of omega? Sxx of omega is also greater than or equal to 0. Okay. So the power spectral density function is always greater than or equal to 0 because the magnitude square is always greater than 0, no? So expected value of magnitude square is also greater than or equal to 0. So Sxx of omega is also greater than or equal to 0. Now we'll see the second property. The power spectral density at zero frequency, power spectral density at zero frequency equal to the area under the curve of autocorrelation is equal to area under the curve of autocorrelation Rxx of tau. Okay. So what is power spectral density? We will just to see that is what given. It is given that Sxx of omega, that is when omega is equal to 0, what is that it gives? It is integral minus infinity plus infinity Rxx of tau d tau. So the power spectral density at zero frequency is equal to what? The area under the autocorrelation function. Okay. So now see the proof of this. Right, we know that what is the formula for power spectral density function? Power spectral density function is given as Sx of omega is equal to what? It is equal to integral. So we know that it is equal to the Fourier transform of x of t. Okay, so it is Fourier transform of Rxx of tau. So what is the formula? So it is integral minus infinity to plus infinity Rxx of tau e power minus j omega tau d tau. Now substitute omega is equal to 0. So we get Rxx of 0 is equal to integral minus infinity to plus infinity Rxx of tau. Substitute omega is equal to 0, e power 0 is 1 d tau. So what is this relation says? This relation says that the power spectral density function at tau is equal to 0 gives us the area under the curve under autocorrelation function. Okay. So this is our second property. Now we'll discuss the third property here. Third property is that the power spectral density of real process x of t is an even function. It is an even function. If x of t is a real process, what is its power spectral density? Is a even function. That is what? That is given like this. Sxx of minus omega is equal to Sxx of omega. where x of t is real. What is the condition here? X of t should be real. Now we'll see the proof of this. So consider that x of t is White-Sense stationary random process. What is x of t is White-Sense stationary random process. Then what is Sxx of omega is given as, it is the Fourier transform of autocorrelation function. So it is e power minus j omega tau d tau. Okay. Now replace omega with minus omega. In the place of omega, substitute minus omega. This can be written as Sxx of minus omega is equal to integral minus infinity to plus infinity Rxx of tau. Okay, substitute omega is equal to minus omega. So what happens here? This will become plus e power plus j omega tau. Okay. So now we just replace tau with minus tau. Replace, substitute tau is equal to minus tau. Okay, in the place of tau, substitute minus tau. What happens here? This becomes Sxx of minus omega is equal to, when you substitute tau is equal to minus tau, this limits will change from this limits will change from infinity to minus infinity. This becomes Rxx of minus tau. Here it becomes e power minus j tau. Here we will get minus d tau. Okay. Now, because of this minus sign, we interchange this limits so that the minus sign will be removed. We just interchange this limit so that this minus sign can be compensated. Okay. So this can be written d tau like this. Now, from the properties of autocorrelation, properties, we know that autocorrelation function is even function. That is, Rxx of minus tau is equal to Rxx of tau. Okay. So autocorrelation is even function. Okay. It is even function. So what happens to this? Sxx of minus omega, it is given as integral minus infinity to plus infinity. Rxx of minus tau is equal to tau now. So it is e power minus j tau d tau. Compare this equation with this equation. Compare this equation with this equation. What is this? It is nothing but Sxx of omega. So from this, we can say that the power spectral density function is even function because it is satisfied this condition. So it is even function. Power spectral density function is even function. Okay. Now we'll discuss the next property, that property number 4 is that Sxx of omega, Xx of omega is always real function, is always a real function. Okay, so now we see the proof of this. So we know that what is Sxx of omega? Sxx of omega is given as limit t tends to infinity, expected value of mod xt of omega square by 2t. Okay, so since here, what is that? Mod xt of omega square. You are taking modulus, no? Since you are taking modulus, what happens? The complex will also become real because we are finding modulus. So, is real function. Since it is real function, expected value of this is also real. Okay, is also modulus we are finding, no? Since we are finding modulus, the complex will also become real, yes or no? So that is why mod xt of omega square is real function. So expected value of this is also a real function. Since it is real function, what is your s(x(x) of omega is also real function. S(x(x) of omega is also real function. That is our property 4. Okay. Now we'll discuss the property 5. The property 5 is that if s(x(x) of omega, if s(x(x) of omega is a power spectral density function of wide sense stationary random process x of t, then 1 by 2 pi integral minus infinity to plus infinity s(x(x) of omega d omega is equal to what? It is time average of expected value of x square of t. Okay, so what is this? This is nothing but rxx of 0. Okay, so how do we define this? This can be defined that the time average of the mean square value of wide sense stationary random process equals the area under the curve equals the area under the curve of power spectral density function. Okay, this is our fifth property. What does this says? It says that the time average of mean square value equals the area under the spectral density function.